Intensive French is also known as IF, and it is in grade 5 only. We take a group of students, and they do what we call intensive French, which is 80% French for the first half of the school year. And then after that, after January, we go back to our regular program in English. So the only classes that we teach in English during the first half of the school year is math, and we do religion because it's a Catholic school. And they also get, phys ed and the arts with a planning time teacher. And then after Christmas, we teach the whole regular program, so language, social studies, and science. That's all done in English. And then we go back to our 40 minutes a day of French every day. So, but I can, work the schedule around because I'm the one doing my own French. So I usually keep it the way it was during intensive French. So Mondays and Tuesdays, like, we have a whole big French block in the morning because that's what the students are used to anyways. Yeah, like, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to sell the program, but it really does work. Like, I find that the students really gain a lot of self-confidence because they have to speak constantly. Like, the rule of thumb is if you can say it, you can read it, and you can write it afterwards. So the students spend a lot of time talking, and the things that they talk about are things that pertain to themselves. So they're really, they're always really excited to tell me about their family, or about what they like to eat, or that sort of stuff. So we'll never teach them something that is completely irrelevant. And then the other thing too is the students really learn to speak in complete sentences. So, like, the philosophy, the theory behind it, because it's all based on studies and success, that the human brain, like even small children, like, they'll learn French or a language, their first language, through sentences. A parent, first of all, will never, like, teach individual words without context, right? So everything is in sentence form, and it sticks. So the students can always use it. Whatever we've done this year, they'll use next year again and be able to use it confidently. I actually don't think that they've noticed that much of a progress, except for the French teacher.
Yeah.
Because he's always very pleased to see where they're at.
Yeah.
And he's also trained in the intensive French program, so he knows what to expect. But the classroom teachers have never complained about what the students have done in my class. So I think in the end it really balances out, and if anything, maybe the students are more outgoing or more involved around the school just because they have, like, that little bit of self-confidence that they've been able to, accomplish something different from the other students. But otherwise, in terms of their knowledge and abilities, it's all about the same. Because I do get students from all levels. Like, this isn't just for the strong students, it's for IEP students, it's for everybody. So anyone who wants to come join, they can, as long as they get parental permission. Yeah, we have a parent, teacher, and principal and French consultant meeting once in the year. So actually it's coming up soon, so at the end of March. We send a note home, and then parents who are interested in finding out more about the program come to that meeting. And otherwise, sometimes parents don't come, but their child says that they really want to join. So parents will just sign them up that way. Well, I just have my primary junior certificate, but I also was teaching core French before. And so I was trained to teach intensive French, so there is a course that you have to take to do it. And I think that's about it. So, yeah.
Okay, if since I think French is your first language, right?
Yeah.
If French hadn't been your first language, would you have had to do anything in terms of qualifying in French?
Well, if you are already teaching core French, you can teach intensive French.
Okay.
Yep. Well, the only difference is we teach everything that's in the curriculum, but the only difference is that we kind of have to compact some of it in the second half of the school year. But we've already looked at the expectations that we're meeting for language, for example, and a lot of those expectations we meet during the French part of the school year. We just don't assess it at that time. So once we get to the second half of the school year, I just add on to what we learned in the first part in French to the English, because essentially a lot of it doesn't matter what language you're using, right? There's a lot of expectations that don't require English per se to be understood. Well, just the fact that we do the French in the first half of the school year, so the other students aren't doing that. And then, but at the end of the school year, we've all covered the same stuff. So what we've seen in this class, the students from the other class will have seen, and it's still grade 5. So.